Hello everyone, welcome to the second edition of Humpback Day today. This is an impromptu one. I have very little research done on this one because the news just came out. Pelosi rejected two of the Republican nominees for this January 6 committees. It is Banks and Jordan. Yes. Now, we have some readings to do about this. Because what is how is that going to affect the outcome of the January 6th committee? Um, they'll have findings, they'll have recommendations. But the fact that she rejected two, I'm trying to be the devil's advocate here. The fact that she rejected two people in from the Republican Party might look like she's playing partisan politics, which actually she's not. McCarthy did that. He put her in this decision, in this position, daring her to reject those people so that the January 6th committee would be viewed as invalid, or um, if she wouldn't have rejected those people, she would have the committee would have been um, not as highly respected from the Democrats because of those two guys, and he would have won the political game anyway, right? So she did what is right for the country, and she did not play politics. He did, she didn't. But what is going to be the American perception of the committee overall on the January 6th committees? Are they going to be looked at as being a valid committee because she did not accept the suggested nominees from the Republican parties? So how is Pelosi's decision going to impact the outcome of the January 6th committee? All right, I have the Light Seers Tarot. I'm not that comfortable with that tarot, but it's such a beautiful deck anyway. And she saw the light, so maybe that's going to inspire me. So let's see. I'm going to do a full spread. It is changing. This is a big transition. It is changing things. Big time. I'm going to lay the cards, study them, and then I'll get back to you. Hello, everyone. I'm back. Hope you haven't been waiting long. No. Okay, good. I've been looking at it. This is something that I take very seriously because health of and the health of your democracy in the US and the health of the existence even of your democracy in the US is in jeopardy, and we need to change that. This is about politics, as we all know. They're politicians, so of course it's going to be about politics. But there's one thing that we need to keep in mind. Nancy Pelosi is not a regular politician. She's a very, very, very smart and cunning woman. The other thing is, she's what, 82 years old now? She doesn't care about the next election for herself. She does about the country. She does about the Democratic Party, for sure. But she's tired. She's really tired. I get that she'd like to retire, but she doesn't because of the country and the shape it's in right now. She expected this to happen She knew that things would go on behind the veil. And right, but it has put the um, the January 6th committee in a very difficult transition. She was hoping it wouldn't do it, but she expected it. So there is a danger that it could kill this committee. At the head of the reading, so here we have the high priestess in the past. In the current situation, we have the death card and the 10 of sword on top of it, so it's death. At the base of the reading, we have the 9 of sword and the devil card at the head of the reading. And in the near future, we have the ace of wands. With, I'm sorry, with the devil card, that's Trump. That is definitely Trump challenging the institution. So I got clarifiers, and I don't see this King of Swords as being a good guy. Then we have the Hierophant, which we'll later on we'll also see that is at the end of the reading, the outcome. So we have the Hierophant and being out in the cold. There is a fear that we're going to be out of the cold, but this person, this devil guy, it's Trump is a Gemini, so that would fit him. And he's challenging the institution still through the Republican Party, but he's going to be out in the cold. He's not going to be successful being the devil. Because Nancy is closely guarding this committee. So, like I said, the committee is in a death trap right now. Doesn't mean it's going to die, but it's on its deathbed. However, with the Ace of Wands, I see a renewal. Nancy Pelosi is a very experienced, seasoned, smart politician, woman. You, she'll, she has a plan that she'll put in place. This is going to birth something new. This is going to birth something new. People will be put back to work on this committee. I haven't read the article yet, so I don't know if she has given McCarthy an ultimatum as to you change these guys or we're going to replace them ourselves. The January 6th committee is still going ahead. Because there are people in the Republican Party that have not been selected by either uh, McCarthy or Pelosi that would be good at it, that are in the Republican Party. So I think that she's going to find some kind of ways to still make the January 6th committee a bipartisan committee. She'll have to dig though, and she'll have to get very, very strong people. It's going, McCarthy has shaken things up, but so is Pelosi again going to do that. So they're throwing the ball at each other. If McCarthy doesn't come up with those people, he's going to be very sorry because she will find people for her from the Republican Party to participate in that committee. That is going, let me draw some more clarifiers on the Knight of Swords. I have a feeling that whatever she's concocting in the environment, what that's going to do is create more havoc for the Republicans, and McCarthy is going to be rushing back to Trump. Yeah, Trump is back again as the emperor. He was the devil, now he's the emperor in the same reading, and he was the king of swords. Yeah, yeah, he's Gemini, right? So, as a Gemini, yeah, that's an air sign sword. There's a fear of the emperor on both sides of the aisle. From one side, they fear that they will not be reelected if they go against Mr. Trump. From the other side, they are afraid that he still has a lot of hold on them. So with the Knight of Sword, what I think is that it's going to get the Republican rushing to Mr. Trump, asking him, what are we going to do? Because don't fool yourself. They definitely, McCarthy over the weekend went to see Trump, not to ask, not to go play a game of golf, but to ask him, may I have your permission to put these people in place? And oh, by the way, Trump, make sure Jordan was there and Banks was there, because they are very big Trumpists. Yeah, the Knight of Cups on top of the Knight of Sword, which means emotion and rushing into things. So they're going to try to rush into manipulating the way the people think about all of this. They'll be making mistakes. The emperor is going to rush into things as well. Yeah, it's all about doing things and moving ahead. Basically, the Republicans are going to rush into something they should not, and they're going to try to manipulate things. So will the Democrats. Let's not kid ourselves. They will as well. The emperor is going to make mistakes in the direction that he's taking. I see this guy laughing his head off. I see Pelosi sitting there laughing her head off because the Four of Swords, they had to take a step back and reevaluate things, right? They had to make some adjustments. This is Pelosi, not Trump. This is Pelosi. She has a strong masculine energy. She's a leader, and she's a Taurus, I think. So I see that card as being Pelosi. Da, 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 and justice. Eventually, it's all going to come back to justice. People are going to basically, they have to move ahead with those, with that January 6th committee, because if they don't, they'll miss out on finding the information, and on top of it, they will, um, with the election coming, they might lose a few seats. So they need to get going on that, and fast. They need to stop playing and start moving. So my next question is, let me see here. Okay, let's do some yes, no. As some of you may or may not know, my yes, no spread are like this. It goes with the Wheel of Fortune and its position. along with the other cards around, but what their position is. So here, there's a definite yes. Here, there's a yes, but other things need to happen. Here, there's a maybe. The decision has not been made. The energy is not able to tell us what's going on, and this is a firm no. So, depending on the position of the cards, we're going to get our answer. The first question that I have is the January 6th committee going to be bipartisan? Let's verify that the reading I did is right. Is the January 6th committee going to be a bipartisan committee? Ah, man. Somewhat. Because of what Mr. McCarthy had the goal to do, there's going to be some give and take. Um, Lessons are going to be learned from this outcome. There are two ways to proceed. Which one is the right one? It still needs to be determined. There are a lot of delusion, a lot of manipulation of the truth, a lot of throwing sands in people's eyes. There is a lot of potential for success, but decisions have not been made. At this time, justice is not being served, and the committee is barren and fertile. The committee is in jeopardy. I feel anger within me. It's at the pit of my stomach, lots of anger. That something so bad has happened and we're playing politics. Frustration. Frustration. Will the light be shown on what happened in January 6th by Congress or the Senate? I have this image of Klobuchar and all those many investigation that she's doing and writing a book. I'm not saying writing a book for herself on this. I'm saying the committee writing a book for people to inform people on all the findings. These little investigations are. I feel anger, so much anger and injustice. The Capitol. How were those Republicans who are trying to change that party, like Kinzinger, Cheney, Banks, not Banks, there's another guy, I can't remember his name, Adleave, the Republican Party. It's no longer the party of Lincoln. So are we ever going to find out the truth from Congress and the Senate about January 6th? Revenge. Oh. Okay. Maybe we will. It's not a done deal. None of it is a done deal. Right now, people are being stupid. And they're moving towards something that is stupid. See, the guy is going towards the full. I have a feeling that at the end of this rock here, there is a cliff. And that's where the full is going, down the cliff. Okay, Seven of Pentacles, evaluation. They're looking at things and looking at where they can go from here. How can they make this work? Meanwhile, back in the Bat Cave, Trump is being very happy about this whole thing because right now there are the whole thing is shaken. The whole everything being investigated is shaken. There are two cups still standing, and we have to concentrate on those two cups. The Wheel of Fortune is in the maybe position again with the Hierophant. Maybe we'll be able to save the country. Maybe not. It depends on Nancy Pelosi's next move, then McCarthy's next move, and it goes on and on and on and on and on like the Energizer Bunny, throwing each other the ball. Okay, is Pelosi going to go to other Republicans to join the committee? That would be the smart thing to do. Is McCarthy going to go and see other Republicans to join the committee? Is McCarthy going to go see other Republicans to join the committee? Is McCarthy going to go and see other Republicans to join the committee? Strength, light, rushing to the king. Rushing. Yes, she will. Oh, I have 9 cards. King no more. She's gonna come out victorious out of this. All right. Okay, perfect. So this is not very simple from what I understand. But McCarthy has put her in a position of strength in the sense that she's going to be able to go and get the Republicans that she wants. And then things will move ahead. Light will be shown, the truth will be made, so the committee is going to go ahead. It's going to take longer. That is a very contrary. Remember the Two of Swords we had earlier? Should I stay or should I go? Energy is in a shifting momentum right now with the transition card that we had, like the death card with the Ten of Swords earlier in the first reading. So we're in the transition, energy is shifting. I thought that would be longer than that. And I feel king no more. So she's going to come up on top. Now, one question that I have, because I've been thinking about Kinzinger for the past 3 years. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I'm not a Republican, so I don't know. but I've seen something in him that he has a key role to play at one point in the history of this country. Is he going to join the January 6th committee? Is he going to join the January 6th committee? Is Kinzinger going to join the January 6th committee? There's a baby on the way, so I don't know. His wife is pregnant, so I don't know. But is Kinzinger going to join the January 6th committee? No, I don't think Kinzinger will be president. That would be a good political move for him on top of what he's doing right now. And if he's really honest and in what he's saying nowadays, he would be a good guy to have there. Yes, he will join the committee. Oh, he will join the committee in spite of what the Republican Party is doing, but it's not going to be an easy ride for him. Nothing is an easy ride for him. There are going to things that are going to take his attention away from it. The Republicans are going to try to pull some things on him, and his attachment to the Republican Party might hinder him. But his but his focus on justice is there, and that same focus on justice will probably bring some anxiety. In the end, Kinzinger is not going to be out in the cold. And in the end, the outcome is not going to be a heavy burden. But on his way to the end, it's not going to be that easy. So the Republican Party is going to try to buy him off. He's going to try to, but if he continues the way he's gone, maybe he'll be just fine. I'll do a reading on Kinzinger another time. This is a long video. But, yeah. Hopefully, the January 6th committee is not dead. I believe it is in transition as we speak, and things are going fast, very, very fast. And things are turning into a position of strength for McCarthy, for Pelosi. So yeah, like it's as if the spread I did at first is already moving into a new direction in the last 45 minutes that I've been on this. So, okay, so I hope you guys have a good day. This is it for me today. And I'm going to do more readings in the coming days to cover the topics that I had selected, like COVID and Fox changing its song, its tune. I also had DACA, very important. We'll have more information about the infrastructure bill later on today, so where that's going to go next. I had, again, the environment. COVID and the environment, I'm sorry guys if you're tired of it. You can't skip that, because those are the two big things affecting this world nowadays. It's not only affecting the US and Canada, it's affecting the whole planet. So we'll need to look at that. And also, oh, I had other things. I had so many things and I lost it. I'm sorry. So I hope you have a good evening, and I shall see you soon. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye-bye.